Hey guys, I'm here to give you my thoughts, and all that good jazz on the latest Vikings season 4 episode 11 trailer, which pretty much, if anyone doesn't know, is, a trailer for the next second half of season 4. And as of now, I believe the trailer said fall. We have so many news outlets saying that it probably going to take place, you know, like the Thursday after Game of Thrones is over for their season finale. So, whatever. I'm just going to go with what the video says, and I'm just going to assume it's coming back out September. But anyways, here's my thoughts on trailer. I thought it was pretty awesome how the trailer begins with Ragnar saying to Ivar that one day everyone will fear you, as Ivar, the boneless. And you have this little brief montage of Ivar, choking the girl he's banging. You have him shooting an arrow. You have him sword fighting with someone. It seemed like it's Vitserks he's sword fighting with. It seemed like he's also training with his brothers. Another thing that should be noted about this trailer is that it seems like Floki has lost his will. He doesn't know what to live for, essentially. He says that briefly. You have Lagertha pretty much laying down the gauntlet to Aslog, saying, "There can only be one queen, bitch. I've been waiting for this shit 4 seasons. And probably like at least 25 plus years to take your ass out. You took my man. You took my village. You bragged about having more children than me. It's about time you get yours." And Aslog's like paying her no mind. And she's talking to, and whoever she's talking to say, "You know what? Pay no attention to Lagertha. I'm the real queen of this bitch." So it's exciting to finally have that, that little conflict and storyline just resolved. Because 4 seasons, I feel as though it's really the right time. Lagertha pretty much did everything, becoming an earl in a male-dominated world society. The next best thing is for her to become queen and just let that be her most legendary, part in history. But yeah, besides that, Rollo's talking to Prince Gisla saying that, his heart is still Viking. You have him pretty much side by side with Bjorn of all people, and Vitserk's in the background. I believe Uba is right behind Vitserk. So that's interesting because, Rollo has betrayed them so many times. You wonder, okay, what is the reason why Rollo would be there? And one would think maybe Ragnar's dead, because that would be, in my opinion, the most likely reason why. Because Bjorn wouldn't forgive. Most Vikings would not forgive, Rollo for what the fuck he did, especially when he that battle they just had, like, I'm assuming at least a decade ago, in regards to the timeline, that was unforgivable. So it's interesting to see when the season takes place again, what is the reason and how this shit comes, to fruition. But yeah, besides that, you have these two guys. It seems as though they're more than friends. One of them, I believe, is actually possibly the son of Jarl Borg for some reason. I don't know. I just get the vibe that's probably Jarl Borg's son. And you have the stabbing the other guy, just through his stomach. So maybe it was like part of some ceremonial sacrifice, or some shit. So yeah, you have pretty much Bjorn side by side with Uba on his right and Vitserks on his left, and they're going to fucking war. They have such a large fucking army. And you have Halfdan, I believe the brother of King Harald's by their side as well. And you see Ethelwolf with his warriors, and they're just going straight at each other, and I can't wait to see that. I don't believe it's the Great Heathen Army, though. I believe it's probably just them taking revenge for for what Ethelwolf and Egbert did, dismantling the Viking settlement and all that, all that jazz. Very little Ragnar in this trailer. If you kind of pause the video a little bit during certain instances, you kind of see him just sort of sitting down, contemplating a few things, and you also see King Egbert, and which I thought was the best part of the whole fucking trailer. You have King Egbert saying to Ethelwolf, "This is a time of war. This is the time to hate," and it was just so fucking awesome, And not Ethelwolf, Egbert looks old as fuck, yo. He looks like Charlton Heston's Moses, from the Ten Commandments. That's how old he looks. But yeah, And then you have Ivar just going to battle in like a chariot like van with his axe going fucking crazy, you know. Oh, and also one thing I almost forgot about this. It seemed like he was tied to like the post of a ship, and that shit just like, you know, got destroyed. He's basically drowning, trying to get himself away, and it seems like Uba and Vitzerk and Sigurd are the ones trying to free him from the thing he's tied to. And the last thing that was really interesting was that he has kind of like crutches as he's making his way towards, I'm assuming, the long haul, whatever. And also there's a scene in which I believe he has brittle bone disease, so there's a part in which he's kind of crawling, and he's screaming in agony with Aslog trying to, comfort him and all that stuff. But you know what? I thought the trailer was really awesome. It establishes that we will go to the Mediterranean and that there will be, they'll be hell to pay. Payback's a bitch, because the Vikings don't forget, they don't forget and they don't forgive, and that Ethelwulf and Egbert will feel their swords, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, it was a great trailer, I hope I really do hope that it comes out in the summer, instead of, the fall, because there's so many things, people don't really know when the release date's going to happen. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, like, write comments below. Yep, adios.